Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where we share with you some good music while talking to some great people. Hello world, hope you're feeling as good as I am. I want to big up all my homegrown listeners out there and welcome all the new listeners. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. Want to thank everyone who has been listening and sharing. Please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please check out the website homegrownwithgcole.com to listen and for all things homegrown. The podcast is available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcast. We are there. We're also very interactive. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at MyGCole. The video of this interview is also available on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is episode 140, and today we got a special conversation for you. I'm talking about Mr., the king of Caribbean comedy himself, the legendary Mr. Oliver Samuels. And of course, another legend, ladies and gentlemen. She's known for her prowess on the big screen, also her skills on the stage. I'm talking about thespians of the highest caliber. I'm talking about Miss Audrey Dancehall Queen Reid. This episode is brought to you courtesy of the latest release from yours truly, G. Cole. It is called This Music. The album is a re-release of my first album that was originally released in 2007. This is This Music 2.0. Couple of changes in, couple of new tracks, and a couple of dope stuff that you're gonna like, all right? Check it out on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to music, it is there. Ladies and gentlemen, legendary folks in the building. The last time I sat down with both of you, and it's unfortunate if I kind of go down the road, but I just love all of you all in the industry. The last time I sat down with y'all, there was one person that was there that's no longer with us, right? Mafi, Valerie Johnson. I know all of y'all close, all on tight, right? I always want in scenarios like that. For as long as you've been doing this, or majority of the time you've been doing this, he's always around, even if it's not on the stage, but his presence is always around. How is it doing the stage right now, knowing say one of your right hand there?
You know. So cool, I wish you really never did.
Yeah, I know, but I have to.
No, I mean, I don't know if you have to. You could have left it.
You could have left it as well.
Yeah, but
since you mentioned
it is a very painful experience. When you to work with somebody for 40 odd years and then suddenly, the person disappears, and in that manner, in the sense that you never sick on in a bed and lay down and it just went, which probably is a good thing for him.
Right.
But for the mortals who are left behind and who have close connection to him, it's a very hard thing, when you work with somebody and you have a language on stage where your eyes speak to each other, or your mouth, or you know what I mean? That is something special. You're up and down all over the world, and that kind of stuff. And in most instances, we live in peace and harmony. Your children call me uncle, my children call you uncle, and all kind of stuff. It's hard. So I just want to say that I have enjoyed my years with him, good and bad.
Right.
And may his soul rest in peace.
Right.
He made his contribution and him gone.
Yeah. But he left his footprint.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And we talk about the footprints. You have been, as long as I've been enjoying entertainment, whether it be TV, whether it be on the stage and stuff like that, I think of both of you. And I was talking to my wife, and I said to her, anytime we are in the arts, music, theater, whatever the case may be, we're kind of cultured to look for the crossover. Okay, how do I make my way to that avenue over there for be a star or whatnot, right? However, I feel like there are just a few people in our history who have had that connection with the diaspora, which is almost bigger than Hollywood. From a music standpoint, it's Beres Hammond. From a theatrical standpoint, the visual arts, it's you two. Talk to me a little bit about your relationship with the diaspora.
You make me feel old.
Nah, man, that's what you're talking about. I'm not old.
I have a problem with the age thing, so I'm going to say.
But there's a connection with the diaspora like no other. When we say Oliver.
Me agita. Make the older man talk first.
Talk to me, Nana.
Oh.
Nah.
When you hear say legend, even the word legend are all.
Living legends.
Yes.
Young legends. You know
Young
legends.
Me and you come in my good book now.
See there?
Oliver told you the other day, someone said to me,
told me.
someone said to me, my God, you look like a younger version of Audrey Reid. So I said, may I get dark, you know? I said, really, sir, Audrey, I don't really know her. He said, yes, man, that girl, she come in a dancer, queen, bad actress. I said, yeah, then how old she's now? He said, she touching her 70s now. I said, look at her, I'm like rude to you out here today, you know.
No, but the man complimented you. You're looking so young. You must have had some of the embalming liquid in your system there.
Let me clear up something with my fans.
You know, you look so good. I know you're going to stay a customer. Nobody can please you.
You know, you're 70.
Say it again.
I know I'm saying no, we up. She we up.
Let me tell you about the girl who did meet me in Canada. And when she see me, she said, oh, Lord. Oliver, I'm so glad to see you. That time, you know, she looked like she about 90.
She watch you from you, she was a child.
And she said,
yeah, man.
Me, you used to go to school, you know. And so I was just about to say, but you were my senior. But then she jumped in and said, but you was way up. Look at me, Marcia Brown drop her ground. Marcia Brown drop her ground.
Let me just clear up something with you, my fans. Let me clear up something with you guys. The role I've taken on during my career, my young career,
I was 12.
them aged me. Because when I played Dancehall Queen, I was in my 20s. When I played most of the role with Oliver tend to give me an older role, so I dress up old. So that's why the people them think I'm old. But so come next month, I'm 40. How much 40? My
so
40s. I'm in my 40s.
Dancehall Queen up about
25 years ago.
40 years ago.
25 years ago.
Mommy, get your maths together.
No, Dancehall Queen is 25 years ago.
I'm not saying no, but get your maths together.
Yeah, I was in my 20s.
You know, impact is a word that sometimes people understate. You know, impact. You see that film, and you guys have done a lot. But we always try to itemize one thing. So, Dancehall Queen, and we can say Oliver Large, right?
Yes.
Those are things that, to my dying days, me can boast and show off to my child that you ain't got none of that coming up in your era. You don't have no Oliver Large coming up in your era. When you took on the character of Dancehall Queen, right? Got cast to do that film. Because sometimes people know, sometimes they don't. Did you have any inkling that it was going to take on the role? That some 20 little bit years later, you would actually not just be Audrey Reid, but technically Audrey Dancehall Queen Reid.
It's funny you should say that because I even said to Oliver, I couldn't tell last somebody called me Audrey.
Wow.
Dancehall Queen. Wow. I couldn't tell last. Even the song itself, them say, you know, saying to me, the song that just you remember.
Yep.
The song itself, because the soundtrack was a big hit as well. So the theme song Dancehall Queen, I can identify with that song as well. Because when them say Marcia, you know, say Audrey plays that character.
Right.
So people would come and say anytime you hear the song. But in truth and in fact, when I was casted for that role, up to now, what was I getting into? Right. Because I didn't have a clue. It's my, debut on the silver screen, and I know I did what I was told to do. Right. But thank God we have a director, Rick Elgood, and what's his name? We have Carl Bradshaw play a part in it as well. We have Rick Elgood and we have Don Letts. But they allow me to move with the character as well. It was not a strict thing, no, you this. And we come up with ideas, you know.
Take an improv
wow. We did. But them control it still, because, with time and so.
Yeah.
But it makes you feel free and confident as well to know that you are working with someone with that, hey, can I do this or can I? Because when you're given a role, you start move with it, you know. You start reading the script and you see where you can do the script. Oliver can tell you that when we are even on stage. So, I mean, it was good, and I'm happy that I led a cast of how many, you know, as one of the first female to do that in Jamaica. So it was okay.
That movie, I rewatched it recently. I'm gonna tell you, say it was iconic. The writing, you had a lot of other really, really good actors on board too, and held your own. Especially, you could not tell if you never mentioned it. I would have never known that that's first. That's a first. Yes, major role.
Very first.
Wow.
Very first. I mean, I've done television and stage. Yeah, but then when to this day I said, how did I do that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, trust me, legendary things. Ladies and gentlemen, tell you something. You say Audrey Reid, you say Oliver Samuels, they're not supposed to pay for nothing at Jamaica. I just me said that. Tell them to G-Coast. They're supposed to pay
we
nothing.
not forget a receipt.
No receipt, no bill, no nothing. From water to power to nothing. Because a lot of the people who are billion right about now, if you ain't make them laugh, ain't no telling where they were going to be.
What would nice if I get $1, maybe 50 cents from persons who said, you know, I just don't watch that Queen and look at my book up in here. And them keep on going. It's going at 10 times. Sometimes I say to them, I don't have nothing to do. I don't work. No, yeah, we work, but we watch it even when we're there at work.
Impact.
So, you know, I'm happy about that.
Impact. Sir Oliver.
Yes, sir.
Again, me sample all the time. I never know some sample, you know. So more time, one time, I show them and me give them all.
And who young girl who have big man a walk off them booty.
And I can go on and on.
Yeah, but look at you.
On.
Look at you. I work with this man.
Yeah.
And the other night I was watching it and I screenshot it and I sent it to him. And I said, Oliver, I laughed till I water come on my eye.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it's the older it get, the better it is. I don't know vintage wine.
Timeless. I say this. There are many things that I grew up eating. Fruit. My Milo, my Horlicks, my this and that, right? And I have a memory in the back of my mind of what it tastes like. So years have gone by. Either my palate get old or whatever the case may be. But when we go get it now, the Vienna sausage, it just not taste the same. I'm like, damn, did they change something or was it me? When it come to Oliver at large, the same belly laugh when me drop off a chair when I was a kid is the same belly laugh when me I drop off a chair as a kid at that time. Going into you know when you were creating Oliver at large, right? And of course we always want what we do to last the test of time. Did you ever see 30, 40, however years down the road?
How long is it?
I'm about 30-something years now.
You think it would be as legendary as it is right now?
No. If any member of the team had the slightest idea that this would have been the case, all of we would have rich.
Wow.
All of us would be rich, but we are still poor, but thankful. Right. Because what we were doing, how it happened, you know, is incredible. This man saw me in Trevor Rowan Schools Out and said, no, but you should be on local television, you're so good. And we said, okay, yes, because me hear that so many times. And then he said, I am going away, but I'm coming back shortly. And as soon as I get back, I am going to ensure that you get on local television. And it so happened that the man went away and he came back and the man came right to the place where I was in government then. I was seconded to.
Right.
And as him see him say, oh yes, you. Him not even know my name, you know.
Right.
And he took me to Babsy Grange, and Babsy went to JBC and said, look, I want to do something with this and if I try to get some money so we can film it. And we did 5 vignettes.
Right.
And the 5 vignettes, when it was aired on JBC, the entire Jamaican said they want more. And so we became ambitious and started out with those half an hour episodes.
Right.
It was 5 minutes?
Yeah.
It was 5 minutes?
Yeah.
That's what you started off, 5 minutes then?
Yes.
Wow.
We did 5 minutes episodes. They call them vignettes. And it just, Jamaica said, yes, I want this on TV. And I'm telling you, Jamaica demanded that.
And rightfully so.
So we ambitiously ventured into the half hour something, and again, it is even to this day.
Wow.
The biggest, most successful local production that has ever come out of Jamaica. I said television. I didn't say. I didn't say.
No, but look,
film.
I am talking.
Video,
but what? No, but it's true. What I'm talking about
phenomenal.
is the fact that I'm watching it still. The other night I was twisting my hair. And me just put it on it and I watched some of the episode. When I say this man in this big trench coat, I say, Oliver, you never hot. I laughed till a week.
No man,
your lines have become our thing, you know. If somebody ever, I remember for years, if somebody ever mentioned the word box, me know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Box, me know. It's just iconic stuff. And I'll be honest with you, the other day, how I realized the other day how great the material was. Right now, it's hard for me to go back and watch many of my favorite movies that are big screen movies. Many of my favorite TV shows that are made in Hollywood because my eyes have acclimated to the HD viewpoint, right? So it's a little bit of a challenge for me to go right now. Say, all right, man, go watch such and such because it ain't that HD. And it's a hard. But let me tell you something. When me put up YouTube on my TV, I'm in a business how on HD right about now. I'm watching it from start to finish and I'm locked in. Sometimes my daughter look at me like I'm a little strange because I'm out there drop down on the ground and for the same episode that I've seen 100 times, right? But I've never seen anything like it. Even when I think about the other shows that were going on in England, you know what I mean?
Yes.
The weight of your show, I ain't seen nothing like it.
And I always will have to pay a tribute and give thanks and recognize the tremendous work, the creative work that Patrick Brown did. He contributed tremendously. Aston Cook started it with the vignettes. But
the late
Aston Cook.
Wow,
But Patrick Brown, man.
Yeah.
Patrick Brown, greatest comedic writer.
Playwright in Jamaica.
And every character that was on that show, no matter how major the part was or how small the part was it's almost like you went through and you found the best of the best because all who know funny.
Yes, man. Boy, let me tell you, that was something. That was a blessing. That was
Do you rewatch them?
Gift. Yeah.
You watch them back?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Him can't stop because I tell you, say, sometimes I watch it and I just send it over to
She
you.
just say,
No, man, what, Mr. Oliver, really? See?
So you have like a box of tapes and DVDs at your house with all of them on it?
No.
Damn. I was about to guilty. I'm saying, Gussie Clark, give me a whole box of CD from Film Archives. I wonder if you know about the DVD. But gems, both of you. Gems. And the world, yes, but myself, I'm a reign in my diaspora. We do benefit and have the royal pleasure of seeing you from time to time on stage, right? Passing through. I'm grateful for where I am because a lot of time I show off on people who not there with me there because I tell them, say, yo, me just see Audrey, me just see Oliver and I play, and then it probably won't reach them, right?
Yeah.
But I must say thank you for bringing the culture. How important is it though? Is it any weight for you guys? Because when we talk theater, you know, in Jamaica, we have a lot of talent. But unfortunately, we can only identify a few names. It is sad. It's unfortunate.
Grateful.
Right? So, but if we talk about theater, we talk about the stage, we talk about the screen, and we're talking about names, it's Oliver, it's Audrey. Right? Is that any pressure at all for you guys?
And before you go on to that, Oliver, it's not just the name Oliver, Samuels and Audrey Reid. It's how you apply yourself as well, you know. Because Oliver is a very humble person. I can pat myself on the back and say, working with him, you can't help but being humble.
Right.
You know, it's training. I did not get the opportunity to attend drama school for various reasons. But when I started working with Oliver, it was a school.
Oh, wow.
And there are times I didn't want to go to school because the kiki with him and the funniness, it's not there in rehearsal.
Seriously.
And sometimes I want to continue this, you know. Because sometimes I have to go on it too much.
So on-screen Oliver and off-screen Oliver, two different people?
Sometimes I don't even chat to him, you know. I tell you the truth, you know, because he have to go on too much when he's ready, you know. sometimes we don't speak.
But it's all for the good.
It's all for the
Yeah,
good.
it's
Well, you
all
see,
for
the,
the-
So she want Olivia Adams and you are Gary Oliver Samuels.
Yeah, and there you have to cut you off sometimes.
yeah. Him say, "Now get out and now it a go far." But this is why you now know Audrey Reid
Right.
because of the schooling.
Wow. I love that.
And I try to.
you know, in just to compliment what Audrey has said, you know, if Audrey ready, Audrey can put down some serious, let me tell you, serious performances. I can't even describe it, but and she has she's a great actress.
That she is.
And I am hoping that she will get a role, and this again for the big screen, where you can see
Right.
the talent and the vastness of this talent.
Right.
Because unfortunately, a lot of times we're not challenged. We're not challenged. But I wrote a play called Embassy Saga. And what I have seen Audrey done to that role confirmed in me that she is one of the finest actresses we have
Right.
out there in Jamaica.
Wow.
You know, the detail, the attention to detail, and this is nightly.
Right.
And when she gets to that place of this woman, and how she kept this woman, me have to look on her different.
Wow.
Me I tell you, yeah, oh yeah,
Wow.
oh yeah, and you know, it just we need the roles, not just to make people laugh and all like that, that's all that, but also to expose the gift that the artist has,
Right,
and
right.
she really is endowed with talent.
I have to.
How much you
I
said, my fit? How much you said, my fit?
No, you're not 50. Me not 50. You're not 50. Me no want. Me not. You think I bribe? Me bribe, you know? Me no want it. It might double me that if I return it double.
Ladies and gentlemen, Oliver Samuels, Audrey Reid. I think of when I'm researching, I'm digging up, the stuff that y'all have done, right? Because again, we're familiar with some things we're not. You're talking about films that the Mighty Queen and me, I'm a crew, and then like vintage. We going back, right? And stuff like those. And I think about the roles, not necessarily the biggest roles in them, but still very impactful roles. Didn't get lost in the sauce. If you watch and pay attention to the film, you're still there. How difficult is it to? And it's like I feel this way also about singers too. It's like I'm a great singer songwriter, and them create a song with 10 big singer and give me a line. You know what I mean? But I'm Mariah. I'm Michael Jackson. We are the world. You know what I mean? When it comes to performers of your caliber, is it any different when you're in a situation where your role is tiny but your talent is huge?
No. As someone smartly says,
There's
there
no
are
small
no
parts.
small parts. It's not small actors.
I could go on stage and just one line, and you leave out of that theater, out of the playhouse, and remembering that line. It's how you deliver or you apply yourself on
It's the
stage.
delivery.
Yes, delivery is important.
And how you enmesh yourself inside of this group of people. You understand? Because you have to have a purpose to be there, a reason to be there, and how you exist among these people with your one line. It can be very impactful.
Wow. I dig it. Ladies and
Why
gentlemen.
was you casted to do just one line for a play that is about 2 hours?
Yeah. Because only you can deliver that one
That
line.
one line.
The way you can deliver
And
that one
people
line.
talk about that one. It's like you talking about this thing like Oliver Samuels, comebacks, that line. And then there's this one, me travel regular. People are like
Very
airport
regular.
People are like airport I tell the flight attendant them that.
I travel
Yes.
regular.
Yeah. Them take it serious in that line. Serious.
Cain and his brother Abel. that sat upon a table.
And joke.
And Cain took a dinner fork.
Look here.
Abel into the Nabal.
I'm sure it wasn't scripted, you know. I'm sure it's Oliver putting those lines. I'm sure.
No, you know.
If I see the original script, I know it's not there.
It was scripted, but linguistically it was changed.
Talk to me about the writers, because sometimes people, we had the Hollywood writers strike over there, right?
Yes.
And I'm saying to myself, strike. I am mad at y'all. Strike. Because at the end of the day, without the writers, and sometimes in your case the writers are the actors, but without those writers, what you're loving and enjoying and what's changing your life and what's bringing tears to your eyes, smile to your face, joy in your heart doesn't exist without those writers. You know
No,
what I mean?
It doesn't. And me can attest to that, because I'm telling you something. Patrick deliver. Patrick give me. I don't know if Patrick study me. Patrick know how me I go deliver.
Right.
And so Patrick right, because he know how me I go deliver.
But Oliver, I can say the same for you.
Well,
The plays.
knowing.
Oliver know
How you deliver.
how I will deliver what I'm
Right.
capable of.
So he writes the words and you create the delivery.
Yeah, from me see him
Yeah.
say, me see, you know, this, me see. I bet you say, you gonna say it. And him say exactly how we think I would say it, that's how I deliver the line.
Wow.
It's
I mean, when you're working with people over the years, you know them, and as Oliver rightfully say, I can, you know, on stage, if I'm missing a line or anything, I can easily speak to Oliver with my eyes. I say, Oliver, the line, I remember the line right away. And him turn it away that I pick up on the line.
Wow.
It's chemistry. The chemistry.
And genius. The thing is this, I'll say, and the reason why I want to drop that in there, I am a firm believer. I love humility. I'm lacking in it a little bit, but that's a different conversation. I love humility, but at the end of the day, I don't want humility to take away from greatness. Because people have a tendency to think, say, people stumble upon greatness and stumble upon genius. Nah, genius is created. What you delivered on the stage is what you set out to deliver. You know what I mean? And I know toe bump and stumbled into this phenomenal thing, and they go, oh Lord, I live at large, that's all great. Nah, that's hard work, and that's a whole nine. So
No, it's really hard work. Very, very hard work. And it takes a level of not just love, but passion. Yeah?
that word there.
Passion. No combi, no mealy-moly approach to the thing. Dig into it with the passion that I always say that you're blessed with. Because passion is not cultivated. It's encouraged, but it has always been there.
Right. It's
And
a
I-
gift.
Yep. And I can say it's, for me, really, it's a passion.
Wow.
Because there are times, financially, you know, it's not there.
Right.
But
Yeah,
the records, like right now, I supposed to be getting some money from somewhere that I've done big major production, and me not get it yet. If me get it now, you can't talk to me. I don't know what
Pa.
you can't talk to me.
We should not say no gear,
So you hurry
but you
up.
love her. But that's no gear, but you love her.
Try gear. Come me know me will benefit from it.
Me tell Flower Gun the other day, I saw Flower Gun, me say, oh, you go about getting your millions and so. And him say, you know, say me have some bad same product that me can't get it.
And you know, so that's something that irks me. It irks me when people capitalize on talent and the real talent doesn't get rewarded for it. And that's something I like. But I do
You
hope
don't
that
get rewarded for it
from the work.
from them people who put it on. But you see,
financial reward, a financial reward.
But you see, you get the reward from your audience.
But that
And I tell you,
reward
it's satisfying. Yeah, it can go, but there's some satisfaction in it as well. To know that the impact I create on people, they can easily come to me. Because, I mean, after how many years we had the show, somebody can tell me about books that I've done in England. They can tell me about Iglas. And them I repeat the lines, them singing.
Yeah.
Yes, every line. Me say, that song, you remember? Oh, you remember that line? Them me say, me roll. So there's some satisfaction in that, and it comes with what? Passion.
It's you gave.
You gave.
And in if the earth was a fair place, or if people in the earth were honest, you would have enjoyed and enjoy the fruit of your labor. But
Yes,
them,
you should
them
be-
chop
yeah,
down the tree
yeah.
before the fruit start even blossom.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. And the views of Audrey and the views of Oliver Samuels does not represent those of G. Cole. G. Cole don't represent them. So I'm going to say this because they are very nice people and very humble. Pay the people my money. This is G. Cole, you know, me attacking. Give Oliver my money, give Audrey our money in abundance. And we are talking about be like a bill with the interest owed and all of them things there. Make sure that don't make we come find us. No. But the views of G. Cole does not represent those of Audrey Dancehall Queen Reid or Oliver Samuel. Give the people them
What
money.
is due to
What
them?
is due? You know what I
Generously.
mean? Give Jano.
But as I said, we don't even look at that. You know, let me tell you something. You see, when you go on a stage and you see a packed house, and when you enter the stage and the audience just start clap, them a call out your name, them a call out your name.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
The reward is-
it is yeah, it is satisfying. I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right because when you put up Audrey Reid names on a flyer, Oliver Samuel, shows that sell out of England already, you know.
Jano.
Yeah.
Jano. Big five.
The shows that sell out of England. Me tell you, be careful when you talk to me, you know, because some money I for come in. And you might have to go through my agent.
My people might have
and
to call
they'll
your
say,
people.
Yes, my people. That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, two of the best. And let me tell you something. Again, humility. I can't promise nobody. My mother raised a good son, right? My grandmother did her thing. But me can't promise nobody say, if me did the dancehall queen and have the effect where you did have, I'd be as humble as you are. I can't promise nobody say, if me did do Oliver Lodge, I'd be as humble as you are. I'm just putting it out there.
I mean, for someone to come up to me and them say, you're not ordinary, smarty, you know.
Nope.
You're not ordinary. But I remember my mother's word, you know, humble calf suck the most milk.
Jano.
The eye of the monkey climb, them things that just in me can't come out. And when you see we behave that way and people come to us and can say that, it's good. It's good.
I love it.
It's good.
I love it.
There are some actors and artists, singers, and so you're free to approach them.
Actor, singer. The
We're
singer friend you
free.
can't go to. The actor friend you can't
Yes.
go to.
Yeah, we're
true.
free.
You can't do it.
You can't cross
And
them.
you wonder,
My girl,
let them wake up a morning time and say, who must I be today?
Yeah.
You know?
In a character today.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that in Let me tell you something, Oliver. I remember one summer, I was still in high school, probably about 9th grade. I'm from Ochoris. And that summer, everybody was in LL Cool J was there, Brian McKnight was there, the whole Manchester United football team under there. A bag of people were there. And my mom worked at a hotel, so I had the opportunity to meet everybody and not shy and go on. That same weekend in Ochoris, my favorite DJ was there, right? Level Rodney, right? Bounty Killer, right?
Yes.
You know, so I go to everybody, but I did not go to Bounty because I said, I can't allow. Them time it wasn't Rodney, you know. He was in rear Bounty farm. I said, I can't make Bounty load me up inside in my own neighborhood. And that's just no indictment on him because he was in character, right? But that's exactly what we're talking about. Where you have to be approachable and not just for the marketing part of it. Two people who are genuine. Because many people have said to me, say, them seeing at the airport. They've stopped you in the airport. Many people say me them seeing in the streets and talk to you. And I've never heard one person say, you didn't give them that time, a time a day. And sometimes you don't know how that affects people. You don't know.
It's being human, you know. That's what it boils down to, you know. It's not just being Audrey, the actress.
Right.
And
It's human. We are human. And
too.
those people, sometimes, Oliver, when them see on the TV, they think so highly of us. You see, television, it creates an impact on you as well. And when them see you up close and personal, me see people are freak out when them see me.
Yeah.
A freak out. It's people, some of them
Probably
freak
freaks
to
you
come
out
to
to
me.
see them a freak out.
Everybody a scream. Can me run too. Me say, wanna make me a run from one too.
I've seen me learn from certain things. You know, I remember Miss Lou, the late Honorable Louise Bennett. She was whenever she arrives at the Ward Theatre, there were quite a number of persons who would rush her, and everybody want to carry a bag and them want to carry a thermos and them want to carry this and always upset me. You know, it always upset me. That time, who is all of us on me, but it always upset me.
Right.
And one day I went to her and I said to her, "Be slow. How you manage? You know, everybody is down for you." And she said to me, my boy, sometimes you have to learn to take kin teeth so keep a heart bun."
Wow.
And I understood what she meant.
I come into
I understood what she meant.
Right.
And it was cemented. It was cemented when, a few years after, this young lady, brilliant voice, fantastic, most melodious voice, a nightingale. And she was just climbing. And there's this lady who I knew. And she loved her. She loved her performance. She loved her voice and everything. And one day she was in a plaza and saw this girl. And she said, "Oliver, me left my husband and me picnic turn up and run, go to her to say hello." And the woman just took for me. Hi.
Wow.
And you know that woman said, I hate her instantly.
Wow.
Right? No. If I forgot to tell a whole lot of people that she no benefit, the artist no benefit, you know.
No.
You know? And I always believe that the television, as Audrey said, brings you into people's homes, and it unconsciously make people feel, say, you are part of them and you belong to them.
Yes.
And you cannot treat people and shun people and all like that. And so I live that. If me buy shoes I burn me and smell, come to me and I talk to me, I have to greet them. Because I don't know how influential they are. They might go say, you know, me see Oliver and boy, Oliver going like Oliver and know nobody and Oliver a big star. Those are negative comments that do not work, and especially when you have to depend on people to pay their money to come and see you.
What sometimes they don't understand is that sometimes I wonder if them things are real in Oliver.
If we're not
real, if we're a human being. Because I'm going to tell you something. All right. Oliver is talking about Miss Lou. I've traveled with this man. We've been traveling. We completed the whole Caribbean island. And even if we're not performing the Spanish-speaking one, we pass through them to go to other venues. And, oh God, cold bump take me. When Oliver come off of the plane, we are talking about Caribbean island. It's not normal.
Wow.
Me can't easily step through the people them country without my passport stamp. Can't nobody now look at me. Me can't go through.
Right.
And them say you can't bring the mango. Me can't go through with my mango them. Because nobody now look at me. The crowd who's supposed to stamp your passport and ask a question. Everybody are mine Oliver. So me say wanna come make we go through now. The crowd, we dine with kings and queens. Wow. We go to the Caribbean Island, the prime ministers, then we dine with them. So Oliver always tell them to walk with something and tie on yourself properly. Can we have dinner with such and such? You know, but with the cut up and the skin out, or not tidy, because we'll be meeting such and such. So I remember, you know, once I sat in the car waiting, we just come out, you know, them used Oliver, the girl them Oliver work with. That's our name.
Right.
Yeah, the girls them Oliver. I'm a vow, so I'm going to carve a niche for myself. And then now I'm going to call me Oliver girl for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. Yeah. And you sat in the van, you know, the tour bus, and we're waiting. And when I say Oliver outside, and I know him ways, you know, I can't tell him more come in, more Lego. But you have to keen and bear it.
Yeah.
You have to meet these people, them spend their money, them could have go somewhere, they decide to come to our show.
Yeah.
So we have to respect them. Without them, we are nothing.
Right.
You think it's easy for going to a theater with one person inside there?
Yeah.
No, man. The people, them tidy themselves, them come out, them show them partner, them tell you that. And them
just so me can come
packed out. They packed. I remember in England, we perform at the place, the academy, the Royal.
Oh, the
yeah, about 4,000, I don't know.
One theater.
Yeah, same place where name play with the Philharmonic Orchestra there.
Right.
Radigan and them.
Yes,
I
man.
know. I know what you're talking about. Wow.
The place 4,000 you talk about, you know.
Yeah.
We were working in the Blue Mountain Theatre then. And who outside could have pack inside. I'm not joking. That time when I have a video and I show things in Oliver, man. May I tell you the play. And when you look at it, me and Oliver name on the poster. Hammersmith Apollo. Me and Oliver name on the poster. And by the time we get called, the promoter them say, we have to go do some more venues, you know, because this sell out already. And you think because it is in London, London, we say, yeah, we see it. I said, no. Yeah. We stayed there for 3 months. Not at that venue, but more dates put in. I remember we were doing a show at in Birmingham at the Alexandra Theatre. And the promoter come and said, we have to do another show. And within an hour, they advertised another show, and the show sold out. Wow. We did about 3 shows this Sunday. The show sell out. May appreciate the people them. May appreciate them.
Well, we have to.
Yeah. May appreciate them. I love the fans them. Enough time I go home, may have to run, go man, have a cup of tea and just sit down, the hug. The people them, and you have to embrace them. It don't matter. So when you talk about Oliver Samuels, go to the Caribbean, we are talk about airport. When him there airport, sometimes we just stand back and watch. I say, boy, Oliver, how you do it? When we go on tour, him say, you go to that interview because we have to split the interview. I say, Oliver, I can't do it. That I'm a younger coming out. I say, Oliver, I can't go. Him say, you have to do it because one day you will be on your own. Right. The following year, maybe I was in England on my own, doing boops. Wow. When I went with Oliver to do Boy Blue, the promoter asked me to stay back. He want me to come to the show named Boops. That time in limbo, I've been working with Oliver. I said, I can't go on my own. I was in limbo. I don't know what to do. I said, Oliver, fly them asked me to come back, you know, what I go do. I'm not accustomed to not working with Oliver. Right. Me alone, Audrey Reid, now I got up on the poster by yourself.
You were carried away by yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh God, we went and we did Boops, and that was my name in England. Wow. That was my name in England.
You know, that's a testament to you also, because it's a challenge to step out on your own, coming from such a big security blanket.
One of our problems, though, as say leaders, we don't train people to believe that they can, right? And so when we leave, them is at a quandary. Them don't know what I'm about. So I've always encouraged, go do interview, and if you get a part, go take it, man.
This is what I talk about the school.
You know,
and we did graduate. And as I said to you, we are known. Oh, the girls them are working with Oliver. Yeah. So you have Anne-Marie Fuller, Mad Mavis.
Yeah.
Yes, you have Dion Silvera. Go ask my granny cow.
Characters carved and etched.
Audrey Reid.
So we are the girls. We worked with Oliver. Oliver trained us. So people that say, boy, Oliver, them the girl, them can't run for it, then cause Oliver about to cause them feast them, he spoils us. But them know the battering. We go through with him.
We have no proof.
To be that. Where we
no
me can't tell you.
No proof, no written.
You know me not respond to that.
Me can't tell you. The battering and the teaching. Because sometimes when female take him, you know, I go say,
no evidence. No proof.
Well, the proof is here. The proof is here. We learn from it. I went on to do television. I left him. I went on to do television. I did movie. I did other stage plays, and so we graduated.
And now we're back.
We're always, you know.
We've never left.
Yeah.
You know, we've never left. Them only go spring out and go.
Yeah, we're going to do like a
thing. Allow them for growth.
Proudly, them graduate.
But you know, so that in itself, I'm going to tell you this. You said that right there, Oliver, is something that you got to be commended for. Because here's, I said this to my daughter one time, and it took her a while to get it. The theory, the concept of you wanting your children, your offspring to be better, is what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is this. Not every parent wants that. And not everybody can deal with an underling eclipsing them at any point in time. And you putting her out there, you don't know if that's going to happen. So I always feel like that's the reason why sometimes people aren't doing what Oliver does. Because for some reason, they don't know if they can tolerate Audrey Reid not being one of Oliver's girls no more.
Yes.
No, she is Audrey Reid, and it's unfortunate.
And then the thing I said to you about the school, we've got it's both practical and theory, and at the same time at school we've been paid.
Hey, not a bad school to go to. Not a bad school to go to. I ain't never gone to a school like that before. Don't be a student alone.
And during training, I've been robbed several times.
He matter about when he must sleep in the couch and the money drop out of his pocket. We find it. No, darling, you sleep bad. We find the money. So it's a joke thing, because like when we need that, even the same Volley, bless his soul.
Right.
Them sleeping on the couch. You not get it from Volley. You not get it from him. And when Oliver sleep, and I know we love, as him get upside that. Yeah, where I get like a pound. Me don't know he drop out of his pocket. Me wonder sometimes it's a trap. It's a trap.
It's all about them tell us that drop out. There's no way can it drop out.
Then trick me.
So here's the question now. You still asleep with money in your pocket?
No. I would have learned my lesson.
Man, when we find money, we can't go shopping. Or in a Lucia market or way. But it always happens in England. I don't know why.
That's why she love England. So
she love England, man. But she reigns there.
And guess what? I'll say this: everything that comes your way, is deserved.
Thank you.
You know, hard work,
very deserving.
It's just reciprocity.
And my book cannot be completed without Oliver Samuel's name. And it would be impossible.
Jano, I like that.
I feel very honored.
Jano. And we got plays coming up on our own. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, help me with the money for publishing it. Money, look at money.
Me not tell you something, you always. You never get none for free, friendship.
Strings.
Let me tell you something. One thing before you go, and I'm going to talk publicly. Oliver, I thank you. I was living in Vineyard Town. I'm a teenage mother. And the first time we're going on tour, it was the Cayman Island. I accidentally entered this play called Boy Blue because one of the cast members was leaving. The late Kenneth Fennell, that was a big name in Jamaica, Kenneth Fennell. Right. If you hear the Oliver at Large show, you hear, Oliver, where you go? Where you holler my name for sir? That was Kenneth's voice. Yeah, that was Kenneth's voice, bless his soul. And Kenneth said, well, I'm to add, you got to add, because I've started with Ralph Holness production, Roots Play. Right. And when I went on, cut a long story short, Ginger Night, my first production with Oliver, Ginger Night. I never the pantomime yet. Ginger Night?
You did.
Okay.
Did the pantomime first.
So I did pantomime.
Did you?
No, man.
No, you never did.
I did one of them, 84, 85. But
so
when
I see what's happening now.
Senior moments.
Lord have mercy. I want to make sure to say how that transition went. If it was pantomime,
make sure the history.
Yes, I want it right now.
Senior moment, y'all.
So Kenneth Fennell called me to do
Kenneth took me around to meet you.
To meet Oliver Samuels. One of the actors was leaving. One of the actors was leaving. And the actors leaving it, I have to study that script maybe 3 days. Because I think it was a sudden thing. They decided. Yeah. Okay, so Oliver come live in Marion Road. My mother wash room at the back. I will sit down at the back. Now Oliver coming at the yard. Where I live, Dina Road is behind it. Look how it was them here, Oliver, the fence full.
Wow.
Me a big thing now in a Vineyard Town, man. How are you?
Oliver, come check.
How are you?
Easy, no, man.
Who never you say just Audrey, Miss Oliver, come.
Cool.
That time the name Evina, my mother, poor soul. She's so glad because true me get pregnant early and people say, me now go turn out to nothing. I mean, you got pregnant early. Right. Your mother, a single parent, your mother wash people dirty clothes and do look a day's work. She have the other pitney, them brother get involved in a wrongness. So my mother children, them never supposed to turn out good. But faith have it, you know, right. God was in the midst and him say,
we not control this.
When I enter with Oliver, Boy Blue, me say we go on tour. Where they at today?
Never left the island, never travel, never gonna.
I just know Vineyard Town and Franklin Town. And him go to my mother, we talk, I will go look about this, and then my first trip was the Cayman Island. And to experience other culture outside of mine, it was an eye-opening. I must say, this is what I want. Wow. But when I went to the pantomime, Oliver was leaving that said year. A pantomime we do before, Boy Blue. Oliver, I saw the pantomime a year before, and when I see that spectacular spectacular type of work. Me said they're not so theater nice. Wow. And me say me after the pantomime. The following year I was in the pantomime. I went and I auditioned and they called me. So my Oliver was doing his pantomime. It was his last pantomime. And when I did that pantomime, Oliver was leaving and he took me with him.
Wow.
It's me and him being here on your program now.
Wow. Kinship, camaraderie, and the R word.
Me don't know why choose me out of 1 million people.
Me can't tell you how
Oliver
many
take me out of the people them pantomime 1984, 85. I was a little girl at the time. I was about 12.
They probably hate Oliver.
I was about 12.
They probably have your feet all now.
12-year-old.
12-year-old at the pantomime. You was a starlet.
They probably have your feet all now.
I was the only one Oliver took, and I remember he was going on the road with his shows now. So we started going to the countryside, and then shows start coming in.
Right.
And me there with you now with him.
We just bus way.
Like Beijing tight.
Ting turn up.
So there's so many things to thank him for. Sometimes me not talk to him with a malice. Because I not like when I borrow him money and him ask for feet. And sometimes I take it out of my wages before I say my money.
Shouldn't give him
and my
money.
things.
As a matter of fact, you some money drop out of the man pocket. I'll know you.
If me start collect now, and that time no interest grow.
Because the worst thing is when I think him no member, when me look on my money and say, Mr. Norman Oliver, something wrong. Him say couple years ago you borrowed some money from me. Well, I took it. I took it out.
I don't blame you, Oliver.
No, sir.
I don't blame you.
Take what is mine.
I'm going to take advantage of this moment because I've had a couple of episodes that one of them we're talking about independence. We just come off our independence.
Yes.
We got our independence and can't fly with you. Cameras on me. Can't fly with you.
Come. You said come.
Come true. I don't know if you have warrants, so if you're sitting on that chair over there, so the cameras won't pick you up. But
Let me move my bag first.
Because you always have somebody when they want the camera, you know. Oh, and you know how money can drop out a person.
Be careful with that bag.
You
It's
know
loaded.
And if anybody knows how money can drop out that pocket and purse, it's you. So we just celebrate our independence. And I've tried to have these episodes where we speak to people who Audrey can't contribute to the party.
Because remember me born after independence.
Exactly.
Me a suckling, you know.
You kind of barely make it, you know, because you were a child during the time there. But what we want to know a little bit about
I wasn't so much of a child.
We get independence in 1962.
Two.
Right?
Yeah.
How old were you at that point in time? You're still a young youth.
No, I might have been 12.
Child. The sins of you're not responsible for your own sins yet. So
my mother didn't even read it. Yeah.
So what me try to figure out is this. Could you feel a difference in energy post-independence to after independence?
No.
Was there an energy that you as a young person could feel, or it was just another day?
No, it was just for the event itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the event, we felt it. We felt that there is a, maybe at the time I could not say coming into our own, but because of the preparation and school and what you had to do, you know that there was a
something
change.
major.
Yes, something major was happening.
But in terms of life and the energy and how you lived, was there any evident difference?
No.
Okay. That's something that always, when it comes to every year we talk about independence, I'm always wondering, I'm like, is there some noticeable difference? Because even today, you have a lot of people who have said, well, maybe we should have stayed. You have a lot of people saying, nah, but it's just, what did you feel, or how, or did you feel?
Well, I'm sure that there would not be any human being alive now that would say that there wasn't a feeling of a difference. And I am sure that there were people at the time that were very expectant. Not understanding the politics or anything like that, but they were expectant because you were told that no, you are into, you're a Jamaican,
right,
and you will be led by your own people, and therefore that naturally would give you this sense of pride and the sense, for the more senior people, this sense of proper decision making and great. You will have our own representation throughout the world.
Our seat at the table.
Yeah. It might have been damn disappointing.
Right.
Right? And that is why a lot of people might have said we should have stayed in with colonialism.
Right.
And you can understand them because our leaders have let us down.
Right.
And me done pan that subject.
Yeah. So the thing, so we're gonna with that one day. The other thing that I had a whole episode or two on, right, was we spoke earlier about the talent pool in Jamaica, casting, and I feel like we have a lot of talent, right? And then when we talk about movies coming out of Jamaica, we haven't seen the growth of the Jamaica film industry, right? Is there anything that the populace can do outside of, and I always say, anytime we want to talk, we need to talk with our dollars, right? As a population that goes to see things, go out and support. But is there anything that we can do, that the populace can do, be the diaspora or not, to support the Jamaica film industry so it can become a thriving source in Jamaica, from your vantage point?
You know, I'm not really a very talkative person, you know. And I'm getting tired.
Right.
And you're asking some very poignant questions.
Right.
And I don't want you to start me up because
don't start me up.
no draw me tongue. Because in truth and in fact, we have enough talent in Jamaica in every aspect of filmmaking. The powers that be, I think, do not understand and are not willing to invest in us, invest in an industry.
Right.
And therefore, the influential members of the diaspora are not interested because them don't know either. Because they're not told, they're not encouraged, and this kinds of stuff. There is a film thing down there in Jamaica, the Jampro thing. I read an article the other day about this young lady who is now heading it and all like that, and what is that and what is that. But we really, we have writers, we have directors, we have cinematographers, we have everybody, and we also have the equipment. But people, I do not know if Jampro, the film department, is taking the responsibility to the level we're in.
Right.
Them can command an audience with private sector and say, look, if we don't give it 50 million, it might not at all times come back.
Right.
But we are exposing brand Jamaica to a new level, you know, and so.
And that's another part of it too that I think is underappreciated. That's how we brand Jamaica. To me, that's from the music and the arts. That is the best.
We have stories. We have all kind of story.
Right.
We have writers that can write the story. Japanese come and write, Chinese come and write, American come and write. Right? And it is our fault.
Yeah.
It is our fault.
We drop the ball and then blame everybody else.
Yeah.
That's what that you mean, so don't draw me out.
yes. He can be very vocal, you know.
But you know what?
But it's true.
If there's a voice that can speak,
yes,
and that has earned the right to speak, not just earned the right to speak, but has earned the respect of all ears to listen, it is Oliver Samuels. I guess
Oliver Samuels.
For you for talk.
Yeah.
Plays in tone.
Yes.
Plays in tone. Talk to me about the play in tone, ladies and gentlemen. Because again, we're here for a reason. Let me tell this to the massive right-hand crew right now. These shows are going to be sold out if they're not already almost sold out. My people, y'all, right, have a tendency for wait till the last minute and then vex can get into the show. Believe me when I say it's going to be sold out. Audrey, I'm going to start with you.
As usual, customary for our shows to come here and sold out. Quick.
Talk
and
to me
fast.
about the play. Talk to me about the play.
The play is written by the one and only Oliver Samuels.
And as she says that, I must say, I want to call it a collective effort. Because I wrote and then dismantle my writing and then take liberty with my writing and then want to tell me which direction if you go in.
So they might take over the thing?
But
we were given the liberty.
It was love. It was
We were
love.
given
It
the
was
liberty too.
so it's a collaborative effort.
Right.
But thank God,
Right.
me have the right to say it.
Yeah.
And it turned out what it should be.
Yes.
And sometimes when we think, it would work that way, and Oliver come round back and him dissect and him carry on and him do all kind of things, and when you look back you say, yeah, we have to put our tail on our foot and say, you're right. But we don't tell him so. We just talk to the rest of the cast member, because sometimes I have to guani too much.
But me not
So we
right
never
to go on,
tell
go on,
him.
you know, sir. I know my people then. I know me alright, say. But them not so happy with it sometimes. And me give them leverage,
Yes,
me give them leverage.
but sometimes me not have no limit.
Oh, no, go on.
Me not have.
I look here.
A union
She
takeover.
not have no limit. If you're
All in
not
a night.
if you're not cut
Call
it
him.
brap. If you're not cut it brap. I say, look here, man. All right. Don't leave that point now. No
So
go.
we're
No
done.
touchy. No touchy no further.
And the next day, him call and say, Miss Reid, what you was saying about this? I was looking at it, and I said, So we have that free flow, just to make it work.
So you weren't
Whatever.
hijacking the thing. It's not for you.
No.
No, it's
we're
the
hijacking thing,
intention was
Audrey.
pure. The intention was pure.
So, back to the
was
first
not- it had nothing to
question.
do with your mango and your niece.
Oh, so it's not-
Back to
okay.
the first question. So, about the
Teeth and
play,
tongue.
written by Oliver Samuels. You know Oliver is a comic,
Like no
king
other.
of comedy.
Like no other.
So, what he puts out on stage is what he writes on paper as well. So, what me say about that? Teeth and Tongue, another hit. We
Dion
open in
Silvera in
Canada.
that, right?
Yes, Dion Silvera. And you remember Dion Silvera on the plane, Go Ask Your Granny Cow.
Of
Then we
course.
have Young Tessa comes in as well. So we opened in Canada on Mother's Day. We did 4 sold out show. Could easily do 4 more. We went on to St. Vincent, packed out. If you did have enough criminal at St. Vincent, everybody else broke.
Cool, no,
Because no one was there at home.
Wow.
Everybody at the venue.
Wow.
In the rain. In the rain. At one stage, I said, no, we can't go out on the stage. And they sat and they wait.
It's not just love, though. I'm gonna tell you something. It's not just love. It is knowing
We need a
what they're
word for
going
it.
to get.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not just love. Because listen, we love people. I love family members.
Yes.
I ain't going. You know what I mean?
You're
But
not
that's just
going
me.
to a
I ain't going.
yes.
But the thing is this: they also know the name, the brand.
That's when we come.
They know what they're
yes,
getting.
Yes, that's true. I mean, when you have a play, with Oliver Samuels, Dion Silvera, Testfa, and the Gargamel,
Easy.
and Gargamel, say a madness. And we deliver. When we leave Jamaica soil, we represent our country. We are ambassadors as well. It's not just we are go for act, but we apply ourselves with class. We have standards. And there are certain things Oliver don't joke with. So if we feel say we want,
Yeah,
no, because we don't want to get on his wrong side.
wow. He does have a wrong side.
Too.
Can I leave this interview?
So when the people them say that play coming out written by Oliver and coming the show, it's very funny.
Right.
Yeah, drop out of your seat.
As expected.
Yes, as expected. Expect the unexpected from us, but they know that when we come, it's what we are selling, you'll get it.
Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. This is my bad mind now. All right. So big up on yourself, Canada. Whatever. Right? Big up on yourself.
Yeah.
So big up on yourself.
And we're going
And
back to
St.
Canada.
Vincent.
I will go
And-
back to
yeah,
Canada,
by popular
yes.
demand.
Big up on yourself.
By popular LO, emphasize that word.
What by popular demand? So my question is this. Come on, we first. Come on, South Florida first.
Somebody has to be first. Somebody has to be first.
You want me to talk to you
Talk
today,
to me.
Yeah.
For 32 years.
Traditionally.
We have been going to Canada
For Mother's
every
Day
Mother's Day
weekend.
weekend.
Yes.
All right.
That time Florida no ban it.
All right. So,
All right.
me done talk.
All right. That's okay. It makes sense.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then-
It doesn't mean I'm feeling it better, but it does
But
make
it's
sense.
Tradition.
It's
Tradition.
We're keeping up tradition.
Tradition.
Nobody can ever, but them a come do something for Mother's Day weekend when Oliver and Audrey are the crew is coming.
I get you see for that. No, I guarantee at least 4 people I know from Canada. I swear to you, before I come off of this, them are gonna send me a message that bear. It's all right.
And it's
all
gonna
right.
happen next year again. Next year again. Yeah.
Oh, all right. The show was written in Florida. All right, we're good then. We're good. Our thing. Our
Look
thing.
here, look here,
Our
look here.
thing.
That message, that note you got. The show started. Its initial stage, its embryonic stage in West Palm Beach.
Okay.
But it never done right in that.
We'll
It
edit
don't
that
write
out.
at Jamaica.
I prefer the
Right
first.
at
I prefer
Jamaica.
how we
Right at
started.
Jamaica.
I prefer how we started.
The start-
We'll edit it
The
out.
start is important.
No, we edit that out. So South Florida Massive. It was written right here. It started off right here. So enough to worry about it. We edit the rest of it now.
Quite so.
Conception of the
conception.
script.
Yeah.
It was right here. So we have 2 shows here in South Florida. The 2nd and the 3rd, and then we move on to 16 to
West Palm.
West Palm.
So the 2nd and the 3rd. The 2nd, we are at Everglades High School in Miramar. And on the 3rd, we are at Coral Springs, Center for the Performing Arts in Coral Springs. And on the 16th, we move up there to the beautiful West Palm Beach at the Royal Palm Beach High School in Okeechobee or somewhere there. Mr. Shoot in Royal Palm.
In Royal
Mr.
Palm.
Showtime Entertainment is presenting that one.
So you
in
have
West Palm
Whirlwind
Beach.
Production, Whirlwind Production,
Live,
Michael Dawson.
Whirlwind Live Entertainment.
yeah.
Live Entertainment.
So Whirlwind is doing Coral Springs and
Yeah.
Miramar.
Yes.
Mr. Showtime is doing West Palm Beach.
Right.
Yes,
uh-huh.
and then Whirlwind going to take us further afield.
We're going to be whirling around.
Further afield.
And at the end of, and I just say that we are in Atlanta. We're in Atlanta on the 30th of September and the 1st of October. And then we're in Edmonton and Calgary on the 7th and 8th of October.
And now the security work hanging.
And then
we go off from there.
to London.
So the thing time. And security work.
I mean, I want to tell you about
From
the
them-
islands.
from
I
them-
want to tell you
yeah,
about
the islands.
islands.
So we'll be on the road until next year.
Well, guess what? It's
God's
hard work.
willing.
You guys deserve this, first of all. You
Coming out
deserve-
of pandemic.
Coming out of
Coming
yeah.
out of
On the
pandemic.
deserve, the adoration, the accolades, the love, the sold out shows, all that stuff is deserved. Again, I say it all the time. It's not just talent, it's respect, it's professionalism, because that's the one thing. Anytime I'll say this, because I have had conversations with people who do stuff in the same venue. I've never once, not a one time, heard anything ill, negative, not even a complaint, right, about one of the shows that you guys have been. And I've been paying attention to these shows for the past probably 6 years.
And that is why my lady here will tell us I'm miserable. And
So the miserableness contribute to
we make sure them know that, as she said, ambassadors. We not care. We not look for it written by a government paper, but we know say we are represent Jamaica.
We walk
And
with our
it is
flag, you know. We walk with our
constant.
colors.
right.
In my head, and I always make a Jamaica represent. I know we, you know, a Jamaica, you know, and that is our mantra. That's how we see it.
And you take
That
your
our
ambassadorship
duty.
seriously.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
It is so nice to hear them. Yeah, man, the actors them from Jamaica. Jamaican name is mentioned.
Right,
The actors from Jamaica. The girl stand and dance. You know, Jamaica, she come from Jamaica. So Jamaica always come, and we have to be careful how we sell our country as well
Yeah,
in a
man.
positive way.
And that being said, ladies and gentlemen, again, the views expressed by G Cole does not represent those of Oliver Samuels or of Audrey Dancehall Queen Reid. That's why I want my government and everybody to put them things in the right place, because here's the deal, and I say it over and over and over and over. Nobody markets Jamaica. Nobody represents brand Jamaica like you all do and our musicians do. At the end of the day, if I was running the organization, because first of all, I feel like, boy, if it was a business, I'd be a firing and pink slipper from the top to the bottom. If I was running an organization, I would see what you all do as free marketing. Marketing and publicity that my marketing budget could not accomplish. So from that perspective, I feel like it's not even investment at this point in time. It's capitalizing, right? By investing in what we do, in what you guys do, even if it's just from a marketing standpoint, helping get the brand out there. Because while you're out there, that's the one thing I must give you all. Everywhere in the world you go, you say Jamaica.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And
directly and indirectly.
And stick up in the script when written Jamaican things in it. Whether you talk about the food, the parish, the clothes, our culture is always in the script. Whether it's a comical way or not, it's
marketing
there. So
Jamaica.
you can identify or play with Jamaica.
See there?
Everything there is Jamaican. It is full Jamaican. Jamaican actors, Jamaica this, Jamaica that in the play itself.
Listen.
Olive always put in things from Jamaica. Whether you cook,
Representing
did you cook the rice and peas and tall mackerel for me or something like that? Something we mentioned Jamaica.
Ladies and gentlemen, Audrey Reid, Oliver Samuels. Oliver, I'm going to ask you one thing before you get up out of here, because I know time's of the essence. Let me ask you this. I write music. I write songs. I write them from my experiences. Sometimes from somebody close by's experiences, right? You write in all these plays. So much hilarious things happen in your life.
No.
How you
Especially, no, but not even that.
Talk to me.
But let me quickly answer this. All the script written is not really from experience.
Right.
I know one play, 56 East Avenue. So that tells
real.
about coming. It's real. It's not, it's not a fantasy. It's reality.
56.
And that coming from when him come from St. Mary to now.
And come at town.
Come at town, come batter.
Come batter. But you know, experiences, and you hear people's story, you listen to people's story, like Embassy Saga. When them introduce the whole thing of DNA, that's when we find out that whole picnic was none of them picnic. So me use that theme and me work on it.
Right.
And this one is a story that I had to create. Create this one. But Teeth and Tongue is an absolutely funny show. And Audrey is at her element in this day and two. And me just hang her back with them. Take it over.
Coral Springs, Miramar, West Palm Beach. You guys have to come out. I'm confident they're all going to be sold out shows. But again, I want the people hitting me up, because people have a tendency to act like say I'm me put on the show them more time. Yo, G Cole thing, so ain't got nothing to do with me, right? I'm trying to see if I can get in there too. But you know what I'm saying? People ask me, "May I have a ticket? Can I give somebody a ticket?" One, and then bring our spouse. I try to keep happy homes together. All right. So
Okay.
So
we want to pick up our promoter, Michael Dawson, Whirlwind Production, for
can we call him now?
stage another play.
Call him now.
Call him and see
He
if
never
yes.
answers. He was not going to answer. Mikey,
We want to thank Mr. Showtime as well. He's going to take us up to West Palm.
Mr. Showtime.
And then over, you have Baggage and them in England. You have different. We work with a lot of producers. And Oliver is very, very skeptical about who we work with, because we have to get the good treatment.
Cool.
Put us up anywhere.
Cool, no man.
Yeah.
And thank G Cole for the editing and the commercial running on.
I don't have to thank G for nothing.
She have me up, a long time she have bad me up and have me up on all kind of things, right? But
And the
for the little
peer.
thing, Jano, she deal with me away.
Unfortunately, Mr. Dawson answer.
It's all right. It's all
Anyway,
right.
before we close off, though, I want to say a big thank you to all those persons who have been traveling the journey with me. I'm speaking about the actors, directors, and the general population for the past 52 years plus.
Wow.
For traveling the journey with me. It has been a tremendous journey. I would never want to swap it for anything else in the world.
Wow.
And I can only pray and ask them continue with me on the journey because
Until such time.
I have a long way to go.
They are going to continue with Oliver. I'm making bet money on it primarily because, again, quality speaks for itself. Love, adoration, respect, patriotism is one thing.
I'd like to thank my fans as well.
Yeah? You want to thank
I mean,
Jesus
I'm young.
on radio?
I'm young into this thing. I'm still.
Okay, Nana. The thing.
What did you say, John? What is wrong with you?
No, say Nana. Sound good. Say Nana. Nana.
I would like
Okay,
to thank-
Nana.
I would like to thank my many fans. Trust me, when on the serious street, we not just take on a love for granted. It means a lot to us because, as I said, without you guys, we ain't nothing. So patting yourself on the shoulder too. And thanks for putting us up on a pedestal
Them love
and loving our work. We
Them
thank
love
you.
Them love honor.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Oliver Samuels, and of course, Queen Audrey Reid. All right? Security in the year, all of the threats that man think I'm get, right?
Put Miss Queen Audrey.
Miss Queen
No, man,
Audrey
that
Reid.
is a bit
Stretch
much.
it, man.
No,
Stretch
no.
it.
And she coming back for the Love Doctor show.
It's-
We have the Love Doctor
What is
show.
Love
She come-
Doctor?
Don't worry about it, man. Come back for the Love Doctor show where we talk to our people and we try and make hookups and connections.
Miss Reid will return.
Miss Reid will return. She will return for the Love Doctor show. Ladies and gentlemen, again, teeth and tongue. Make sure say you come out. I'm gonna drop the dates one more time. September 2nd, Everglades High School in Miramar at 8 p.m. And then of course September 3rd, 6 p.m. Come out on time so the people can start on time. And I like to go on.
And also, go ahead.
And then, of course, now, September 16th, we're in West Palm Beach. It's going to be at the Royal Palm Beach High School. It's going to be a vibe indeed. Again, come out on time. Shows are going to be sold out. If I were you, I would start trying to get my ticket. Where do they get the tickets right now for those people who are not going to be coming?
You have online for the down here show, West Coral Springs and
Miramar.
Miramar.
Down here where?
You can go online to JamaicanShoppingClub.com
Okay.
and get a ticket. And me have the number Jamaica Shopping.
954-534-4852.
Yes.
954-534-4852, JamaicanShoppingClub.com. That's for the ones down here in South Florida, Miramar, Coral Springs. Then we're talking about now West Palm Beach.
I know that Food Town is one of the central places.
Top Taste,
Yes.
Yard
one.
Style and Military,
Just Jerk.
Yard Spice and Congress on 45th, Silver Spoon, Food Town Supermarket, Mr. Mac, Caribbean Teas, Golden Cross and Jag and Okeechobee, and Reggae Jerk on 45th. All right. Phone number. This is a 772 number. 772-249-9324. 772-249-9324. I'm going to post these flyers on my social media. So hit me up at my G Cole so you can see what we go. And again, do not wait and call me like I'm me put on the show. All right? So no matter call me and say, you can't call Oliver. No. Can't do it. You can't call Audrey. No. You can't call Mr. Short. No. Can't do it. All right? Thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it big time. Pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
Always a pleasure. Pass through whenever you're in town.
Oh, yeah.
We got you covered. Ladies and gentlemen. And there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has indeed been a pleasure. Remember, the podcast Homegrown G Cole is available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcast. We're there. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out homegrownwithgcole.com to see all things homegrown. And remember, this interview is available on YouTube so you can watch live. Be safe, be kind, be good to each other. My name is G Cole, and this is Homegrown.
Nakikinika sa música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.
Remember, all the music played here on the podcast Homegrown with G. Cole is available on iTunes, Spotify, and all your digital retailers. Please support the artist.